Jill, and happy birthday, dear. You know, in honor of Jill's birthday tomorrow, before I start my set, I just want to take a second and tell you all what I admire about Jill. And, you know, it's pretty obvious, right? Her intelligence.
I don't think this is working, but...
And above and beyond that, she's the only woman I know that ever put these two words together. Rape and offer. I think the exact quote was, I haven't had any rape offers lately. Thinking about that still turns me on. But let's see, so where was I going to start? I'll tell you, I can tell that all of you are my kind of people.
Write your name down.
Because you're getting drunk on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
That's right, there ain't no shame in it. I love getting drunk. Somebody said to me the other day, they were like, you know, Mike, you might have a drinking problem. And I thought about that for a minute, and I thought, no, I'm pretty good at the drinking. I don't seem to have much problem with the drinking. You know, the getting really loud, belligerent, and swearing, and urinating on my living room carpet, now that can sometimes be problematic. But the drinking, I pretty much got a handle on that. Yeah, I pissed on my carpet the other night. I was so drunk, and woke up the next morning. Yeah, it's funny because you're not me. Woke up the next morning, and my wife says to me, she's like, do you know what you did last night? And I said, yeah, I had a good time. She was like, you pissed all over our carpet, and Grandma was still here. I said, no, I didn't. She's like, you know what, the next time I'm going to videotape it. And I said, you know what, that's a good idea, let's do that, let's videotape it. We'll take that whole movie home with us when we go meet your, you know, when we go visit your family. We'll show that to them, they'll be so proud. Start out with the kids playing, you know, and then the next thing cuts to the scene with my big fat white ass stumbling around pissing all over the living room. Her mom will be like, oh, I'm so proud of you, honey. Good pick. Good pick. All right. Well, I'm not drinking too much tonight because I got to drive to work tomorrow early in the morning. And how many people got to work tomorrow? It sucks, don't it? Yeah. The thing I like the most about driving to work is sitting in traffic for like an hour every morning. That's always a good time. My favorite time sitting in traffic is like the morning after I ate a giant burrito the night before for dinner and washed it down with like a dozen Coronas, and I'm sitting there in the car and I'm just abruptly reminded of the laxative effects of Starbucks coffee. I'm like, what the why aren't these cars moving? Oh God. Oh dear God in heaven. And I don't know what it is about having a near shitting your pants experience that makes you religious, but I'm calling out, oh God! Oh God, please, Lord, I'm sorry for all the wrong I've done. Just let me make it to that toilet. I am gonna blow that shit up, God, please. Just don't let my asshole explode all over this car. And then you get into work in the stall and you got that little rice paper thing that you gotta pull out and put on there and try to keep it from falling in the bowl before your butt cheeks hit it. I just figured out the other day that you don't have to tear out the inside part. You can just sit it down and wham! Right on it. Save me some time. Yeah, I guess if there's one good thing that comes out of being forced into going into an office building and interacting with other humans, it's that occasionally you'll get an interesting story out of it. I'm a computer programmer, and as you're probably all thinking, you know, I am unusually fit for my profession. But I work with a lot of Indian folks, and I got a good buddy who's Indian, and his first name's got about 25 syllables in it, but I just call him Vin, and he doesn't seem to mind. Vin and I went to lunch the other day, went to a seafood restaurant, and I ordered calamari, and Vin, he just had never seen it before, thought this was great. He's like, ooh, what is that calamari? I want to try that. I was like, oh, go ahead and knock yourself out, Vin. The whole way back from lunch, he's talking about this calamari. He's like, ooh, that was so delicious. What was that? I'm like, I don't know, it's like deep fried squid tentacles or something, and we get back to work, we get on the elevator, and it's packed with everybody coming back from lunch, you know, and we get to Vin's floor, and he steps off, and turns back, and he does one of these numbers to me. He's like, do I have anything in my teeth? And I'm like, no, Vin, I think you're cool. And he's like, because I think I still have some of your testicles stuck between my teeth. And the elevator doors close. Yeah, the guy in the back of the elevator makes it better. He's like, what the fuck were those two doing at lunch? I turned around and I said, it's called the Jama Sutra. I said, it's an Indian stress relieving technique. Said whenever it gets too crazy in the office, I just call Vin up and we go find a conference room and lie down in the 69 position and chew on each other's nuts. Hurts like hell, but just the stress just melts away. Yeah, I kind of thought it was kind of witty and funny too, until, you know, like a week later, elevator guy shows up in my cubicle and he's like, "Man, I had a rough week." I'm like, "Dude, I'm really busy. Here's Vin's number." I'm Mike Wilkinson. Thank you.